Oh, hello, boys and girls. This is your mouse here, and welcome to another episode of Tekkit Legends. Yep, I'm Steve again, or this pirate, whatever. Last episode, we were working on this thing over here, on the auto crafting station, and I added a couple more stuff over here. Not much, really, just a couple of like glass fiber cable, EMC, and rotary macerator. Basically, I just went all the way to the singularity stuff, and I added this construction form and the CF sprayer, which is actually pretty cool. So you grab the fiber cables, and I did it over here. You grab those fiber cables, see down here, it goes into that block that it looks weird, and if I point at it, it says grass fiber cable. You spray the CF spray like that, and it will create like what they call foam. And then you just like punch foam that you don't want, and whatever foam you leave behind, it would suddenly become this like solid block. And then later on you can paint it or whatever. It's just decoration kind of thing. So yeah, I added these guys over here, induction furnace and compacting recycler, and this rotary macerator. So this definitely would help a lot, and you have to leave them on. That's why they have levers in there. And just when I'm changing this, like if I take it off and put it back on, obviously I need to turn it off. So I have this lever just hitting a machine block. It doesn't do anything, and the machine block is touching a block behind there, which is as you can see that there on the Waldia, it says EU splitter cable. That's what that is behind there. So that's it. And basically I had these machines here that I was going to put some energy in, whatever, just to have like a little personal working on display or whatever. Over here obviously I added a couple more items over here that, you know, like pistons and stuff that needed for the recipes, and there's not much. Now if you're wondering about this ugly one, is a Ravashian blade. I don't know, this texture pack, it shows like that. I don't know how. Next part, I keep working on the regular decoration of the vase. Maybe it kind of looks a little bit different, I guess. I'm using these stone brick walls as well as stairs, and I'm working on this front part as well. And oh yes, you can see back there, I've been working on this project over here, just in the back part of it. I want to make this my like Railcraft station, or like a Railcraft factory or something like that, you know. So this is the entrance over here. You just pretty much enter over here, have an empty space. I have this 3x3 area separated out there right in the middle, because I want to put like some machines over here. Probably I'm gonna put some other stuff over here, but and then down here I'm gonna have maybe another 3x3. So I was thinking to just put it on the wall like that, boom boom. Maybe something here, and I have a nice view outside and a nice view into the caves, which I'm gonna probably cover with glass over here. So actually, let's just go ahead and do that, because I want to start this episode real quick, and we're already 2 minutes into it. So let's check it out. I want to get this Railcraft stuff started. So the first thing I need to do is to start crafting a couple of stuff. And hello, that's definitely no, that's fine. So let's do a couple of stuff. First off, we need to do, and not the map, we need to go to the Railcraft, right? Right, Railcraft, and we need this the coke ovens and blast furnaces. And as you can see, they do have EMC, so that's pretty much all we need. Now this one's sandy brick, sand, and another sandy brick, and sandy brick is pretty much this. Or we can go for this just sand. And coke oven brick 3x3 hollow, and this is coke oven 3x3 hollow. I think it's just what it is, right? So sand and brick. Sandy brick is how do you get sandy bricks? Wow. Okay, so you need a rock crusher or crafting this thing, which is obviously a derivative of this, or this thing, which is actually wow. Okay, so not this. Where's what is what we need? I think we need this guy over here. So sand, brick, and sand. Let's do that. Let's get some sand and then some brick and sand. There you go. Boom. So let's get this all out of here. Grab this just like that. No, not that dude. This one right here. Boom. I think we just need one like that, and that should be it, right? Cool. Oven. There we go. So let's see if we can actually make it with this. So to craft it, you just, oh yeah, it doesn't have anything there. Perfect. So let's go ahead and craft it where we actually will need it. So come over here and get in there, right here. So basically what this is just put it like this, 3, 3, 3, and then on the back like that, and on the top. It says actually right here in the, it says 3 by 3 by 3 hollow. So basically just one block in the middle, like that one right there. It should be hollow, and there you go. So what is this for? Well, this ones you can make coke, what is it called? Coke coal. I think that's what it's called. And voila. So we got 2. I think I'm just gonna go ahead and make the 3rd one, because we definitely need a couple of these ones. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Oh. And this is the reason why I put it here, so I can just pull out some more real quick. There we go, there we go, there we go. And there we go. Alright, nice. That looks pretty nice. Maybe I can add one more over here. I think they have 1 block separated. So 1 block separated. Yeah, why not? Let's do one more. I think it deserves it. I don't know what deserves it, but it deserves it. So corner, middle. There we go. Nice. Yeah, I don't mind to have a little bit of less space under here. Anyhow, so next thing, what you can do with this? You right click on this, and basically you can put some coal over here, and it will become a coke coal, and it will also give you some liquid. So pretty much we need all that stuff for the next stuff that we're going to be working on. So coal, not charcoal, but let's get this, the coal and the block of coal. So get these guys over here. And what else we need? Well, for now we can just start with this. So you just stuff something like that at that in there, and it's just gonna start working. So cool. Another 3 of them. Just 1 right there, 1 right there, and 1 right there. There we go. Now this thing is gonna start making some liquid, and it's gonna start making some coal, coke, which we will use for another like furnaces and stuff like that. So what we're gonna do is trying to make this automatic, right? Bricks. I'm just gonna do this real quick because it's kind of bothering me. So I don't want to see this edge over here. But I think we will need to get this stuff out of here somehow. And for that, there we go. For that, we will be using, I think we're just going to be using, what should we call it, logistics pipes. Now, there's a part of the logistics pipes that we haven't used yet, which is for liquids, and we will check that on in a second, but for now, we're just going to go for the normal logistics pipes instead of this. Now, what we're going to do is get it set it up in a way that is going to put a new block of coals. I could do it just with normal coal though, but block of coal gives you a little more. It does takes forever though. I think I'm just going to go ahead and change this for this. This should be a little bit faster maybe. Yeah, I'm not sure if I'm going to go for coal or whatever. But anyways, once this thing is set up, it can be changed. So what I'm going to do is to have a couple of logistics pipes. So I'm going to go ahead for the basic logistics pipes. And as you can see, they do connect to this inventory, right? So what I'm going to do is to have them a little bit flying over. Like that. Just like that. And what we can do with this is actually connect them with the chassis. Now chassis, we can use Mark 1, Mark 3, Mark 4. Let's try the Mark 3. And the Mark 3 would have several stuff, so it's definitely not connected yet. So we're going to be using those modules right now. So one of the modules we're going to be using is I guess an advanced extractor module. I'm really not sure yet. I don't remember how it's done. Advanced extractor. We're going to use a provider. Well, there's the extractor Mark 3. There's a supplier, but we need the active supplier. There you go, an active supplier more. So when you put this one over here and this one over here, so we're gonna use the supplier and we're gonna tell the supplier like put some coal there, right? And you're gonna put just like partial. You know what? Just keep. Why not? Keep like just one block of coal always in here, right? And that's the one. That's the supplier. The extractor is gonna say extract. It should be an advanced extractor. So let's go for the advanced extractor. There we go. Slap it in there. And this one you can tell what to extract. So once this is done with the coke coal block of coal, whatever, block of coke, hey, whatever that is. Look, this thing, block of coal, coke, that. You see, you can make it with a lot of stuff, but the most strong one will be this. It gives you like 4.5 millibuckets. So 4.5 buckets. So this is what we need, the block of coke, and it doesn't have any EMC, so we definitely need this to make it work. So we're gonna have this extracting that and putting obviously this ones over here, and also we need it for the fluid. So that's gonna be another thing. We need to go back and craft some fluid stuff for these things to be working actually fine. So let's see if the logistics pipes actually have fluids. Let's see. I don't think that it really has fluids, right? Yeah, it doesn't. Yeah, it has all kinds of modules, but it doesn't have fluids, so let's go for the fluids. No. Fluids, not fluids, fluid. There we go, fluid. So we're going to be using these guys over here. Logistics, fluid, container, supplier, and pipe, and all this good stuff. So let's see what we need. Obviously we need buckets, basic logistics pipes, and lapis, pipe sealant, glass bottles, a lot of glass bottles, more glass bottles, wooden fluid pipe, and redstone and gold. Alright, let's see if I can remember at least some of that stuff. So I got this, the basic logistics pipes. Right now I need buckets, right? So a couple of buckets in there. I know there was some lapis, and I know there was some gold, right? And there was some sealant. And what else we talk about? We talk about redstone, and we talk about the bottles, right? Those empty bottles. And what else we talk about? I know there was something else. The fluid. This guy over here, wooden fluid pipe. So wooden fluid pipe. Yeah, I know we talk about a couple of those. I think just one, but anyhow. So let's recheck. So we're going all this for just the logistics pipe. These are another things over here. So gold, lapis, we got that. Redstone, we got that. What you call it? Whoa! I just grabbed a stack. I have no idea what happens with that. This wooden fluid pipe there. And this one would be glass bottles, of course. More glass bottles. More glass bottles. Like sealant and just lapis. Perfect. All right, let's do this. Now, I know you guys are wondering. If you have been following the series, what happened to the bees? And yeah, we'll definitely go ahead and just play with them a little bit right now after I finish this stuff. So the bees is a very interesting project. And whoa, what happened here? So that's not cool. All right, let's start with this stuff again because I think it's grabbing some pipes that I actually need. Huh. I think I already, oh my dear Lord. And look at that. I have made all these pipes already before. Alright, it's fine. Alright, so I guess we didn't even need it. That. Perfect. So, yeah, so this is not gonna work like with the Mark III. Maybe you're gonna change it to a Mark II, and then we're gonna be using this fluid pipes. So what we need, definitely not the satellite pipe, not the insertion pipe. We need the fluid extractor pipe, right? This one over here. So we grab that, boom, and then we slap another one there, slap another one there, slap another one there, and then we get the chassis, right? The chassis, we're going to be using the Mark II. We just saw that, not the Mark IV. There we go, the Mark IIs. And the Mark IIs will basically just be like connected, not there, right there. And I don't like how it looks like all stuck together, so I'm just going to separate it a little bit like that. Maybe later I'm going to hide it behind the scenes or something like that, but I do like to see my stuff moving around because, you know, it just tells me that it's actually working. Yeah, something like that. So the chassis will definitely be inputting stuff and pulling out the items, and these ones will be pulling out of the items. Now, the way that works with logistics pipes is that they do definitely work with the same tubes, and you can pull out liquids, and it will become this over here, the logistic fluid container. It will become one item like this, and it will just go to whatever containers that you want. Now, next thing we need to do is to build actually a big tank, and that is another Railcraft thing. And for that, we're gonna be needing another couple stuff. So you can do the iron tank wall, or you can just go for the steel one. But the steel one, we need to have the other machines over here, the blast furnaces bricks, this one's over here, which is not that hard, but it's not that easy either. But with it has EMC, so we can definitely go for it. So let's go ahead. So soul sand, nether brick, and I don't think we have that. So slime ball and blaze powder. So magma, yeah, we don't have magma. So slime, ah, we don't have slime balls. That it's a no-no. So how the hell can we make slime balls? Oh my god. I think we're stuck. Either we get it out of scrap box by any luck, or we use this propulsives and plumbing cluster wood from bees to get the slime ball, or we just go hunting for a freaking slime somewhere in the world. Without the slime balls, there's a lot of things that will not happen correctly. We're not gonna be able to make pistons and all this good stuff. So, oh my gosh. Anyhow, so let's finish this stuff over here. Let's try to set it up in a way, or we can just leave it there and leave it there to be working. It's gonna, you know, keep crafting these recipes, and it's gonna be making some of that liquid, and the liquid is not gonna go anywhere, and we're gonna have a lot of liquid by the time of this ends. You see, I got 3 buckets over here, and this liquid will help me definitely for later on to make the rails, because we are gonna go ahead, and the next part we're gonna have an underwater dome. And the underwater dome, to go and come back, I'm gonna use some kind of railing system to get down there. Later on, I'm gonna definitely work on this one a little bit more. I want to use glasses over here, but I want to use this one's over here. You see these are stained glasses over here, but they're from Minecraft. And these ones over here, these are from forestry, and I think to me they do look more better. I mean, because they don't have that edge over here. I never liked that edge actually. They're pretty easy to make, and they have EMC, but these don't have EMC. But I kind of want to try to go ahead and do this ones, although they do look a little bit hard to make. But for that, we're definitely gonna go and check on the bees. Now the bees have been fine. They have been working fine. Here's my little bees. I got the drones and the queens, and I basically just keep doing this stuff already. So I get just one, make it a queen. I get another queen, princess, make it a queen again. Pull this stuff out, and I just keep doing this for a while I was just, you know, waiting for other stuff to happen. And I just have these ones over here. All right, and just like that, I got 12 drones out of this. And over here you have this forest queen and this meadows queen, which they're just in an environment that is not good for them. That's why it says, you see, it's too cold. Oh, there you go. It's too cold, or is the weather, and over here it says it's too cold for the meadows. So definitely it's in a hostile environment, like it says here. So I will need to do something else. So we will definitely go for something else in there. We will go for some kind of DNA mutation and stuff like that. We're a little more advanced machines than this. This is the very most simple. And forestry has a really nice multi-structure one that I kind of want to make, but I guess for now it's gonna be hard to make that one. So I'm gonna go ahead and just go for the gendustry, which because it's so much more easy. Now check how many drones that I have over here. It's just ridiculous. So the next thing I'm gonna want to work on while that thing is cooking down there, the coke ovens, it's either I want to start making maybe a laboratorium for working with the DNA. We're gonna have a project where we're gonna try to revive the dragon. So reviving the dragon is a very important part of the it's a very important and very tedious part, and I know I haven't disabled mob griefing, so if I revive a dragon by accident in this world, it's just gonna go boom. I mean, as soon as the dragon just passes through here, everything I've done is gonna be gone. But I still want to do it. I still want to try to work on it and definitely try to perfect everything. So I'm gonna build a little bit of scientific DNA experimentation, kind of like mutation kind of thing. So I want to make something that goes deep underground, and from the depths of the ground, we're gonna be working on like a secret lab. So I want to try to do something like a umbrella corporation kind of thing. So I think I'm gonna go through here maybe, and for this I'm just gonna go the destruction catalyst right here, and I want to do it like in a chunk. Like I don't want to F9, there we go. So I don't want to go like outside chunks so bad. Whoa. There we go. I don't want to go outside the chunks so bad. Sorry for the for the lag spikes, but this is what it is. I'm also recording and it's kind of heavy, so I'm gonna go ahead and maximize this. That was loud. And just probably right here. Boom. I think this looks pretty cool. We didn't need to exaggerate that much. Let's see, I think I'm fire resistant with this armor. There we go, nothing interesting actually. I wish I could pull that lava, but I think there will be lava everywhere anyways. So I don't worry for that lava anymore. There we go. And then one more down. Easy peasy. Alright, so now I can use this guy over here, the mercurial eye, and check this out. This is beautiful. Well, actually it doesn't replace lava or water blocks, so sad story for me. There we go. There we go. So something like that, right? So here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Boom. 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 Now that's a pretty nice area to work in a secret mission lab. Now I hear a zombie somewhere, but I'm not about to go chasing zombies right now. So I think I'm gonna use this area right here. to make a lab for that mission that we want to have, the reviving the dragon. And over down here we're going to be working on the bees, and the bees are going to be helping us pretty much to do everything. So I need to have a display, right? I need to have something that shows me the bees that I need to breed, and the bees, the steps that I need to make in order for me to get the dragon back alive. And more than the dragon, actually, I'm really more interested into getting a really nice, decent XP farm, because I want to have. I mean, the story is long, but I can tell you guys, I do have a couple more minutes. So what I want to do is to have a display of mobs that don't despawn. So these mobs need to have a name. So I need to put the mobs down there, and I need to stick them with a name. And to put a name on the mob, you need a name tag, right? And the name tags, either you go through the world looking for dungeons and chests and stuff like that, if you can find them. Oh, this where they are. So you need to go through the world looking for dungeons and chests and trying to see if you can find tags. And they do not have EMC, and they do not respawn again. So you're basically really stuck with with whatever you get. So we're gonna have to do this in order for us to put the mobs, and put them a name tag. We need to get those name tags, and the name tags, the other way to get it is either fishing. Now, to go fishing, you need to have well, obviously a fishing rod, which is okay. And over here we do have a fishing rod over here. Fishing, there we go. We have the normal fishing rod with EMC, which is cool, but we also have this flux infused fishing rod, and this thing, it's actually really cool. It doesn't have EMC, and the only way to craft it is to make this flux electrum blend, which is gold and redstone, and you make it in but basically you smelt it. So I need to have like a little fabric of this, and once we have this, we can even make like this crazy armor, which obviously is definitely not better than the one I have right now, but it definitely helps. And look, this flux infused omni range, and I mean it's a couple of cool stuff, and they are energy based, and I already have the energy set up there. So I want to get this flux infused fishing rod, and I also want to have it enchanted. And one of the enchantments that we have over here in this version of Minecraft or whatever, it's called Luck of the Sea. So let's see, science. I'm just gonna I'm gonna put it here because maybe you guys got all confused already. I think I did. So one thing we're gonna do is to get like a zoo, like a mob zoo, right? I want to get an evil mob. So, and for this we need to put name tags on them so they don't despawn, right? And to get the name tags, the best way to do it is by fishing. And for doing a good fishing, we need some enchantments on our fishing rod. And to have a nice fishing rod, we need to go for this flux stuff, which doesn't have EMC, but this is definitely not a thing of the other world. It's pretty easy to make, so we're not going to even count it over here. So, and to make the enchantments, we need obviously an XP farm. And to make the XP farm, we need a way to get the mobs spawning really fast and just to accommodate whatever we need. So we are going to be using one type of bee that I want to use. I think it's called spectral. There we go. This type of bee, the spectral bee. This bee will actually make mobs spawn if you see their drops. So if I drop this zombie brain and the spectral bee is around flying, this zombie brain, boom, will become a zombie, and then I can kill the zombie and get XP out of it. And then basically I can just, these things have EMC, right? So I can just drop a bunch of zombie brains, blah 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 blah, blah. And let's say I just grab zombie brains like that, and I drop just a bunch of zombie brains like that. Every single drop that I'm doing over here will become a new zombie, right? So if I encapsulate them, all of them, and then just like bam, just hit them all, and hit them with one hit or something like that, all of them, then we're gonna get a lot of XP. So XP farm, then we need to work on those bees. So bees, and we also need to work in an automatic. Well, this is later on, but there we go. There we go. And we need to the bees for the XP farm, and we also need an automatic brewing station. There we go. So this is pretty much this is pretty much my plan right now. So get the mob suit to put the name tag, the feature enchantments, XP farm, to get the bees, the automatic breeding station, and by doing these bees I will be like one step below to get the dragon out, and the automatic breeding station will be just like a really cool machine and stuff like that. And then obviously the other project will be the underwater dome and stuff like that. So don't worry guys, we will definitely be having a lot of fun in here. I'm gonna prepare the stuff over here. I'm just gonna go ahead and work on this room. It's just gonna be an empty room. I'm not gonna work so much. And once you guys hear on the next episode, I'm gonna start putting some machines down so we can start doing some DNA work on those bees while we're waiting for the coal coke to be finished. So until next episode, hopefully I get my skin back. See you guys soon. Bye bye. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention, if you guys are wondering, I have another series starting over here, and it's about Pixelmon. Yeah, so they do. I know Pixelmon started like Megatech. I think it was saying that it started. It was like hyping up for like 2-3 years ago, and yeah, it was. But right now, the new Pixelmon has a new designs of Pokemon. It has new stuff like you can breed Pokemon now. You can find like more legendary Pokemon and stuff like that. So I think it's a pretty darn cool mod, and it's not just like a cheap copy of Pokemon, but it's like a nice Minecraft mod that includes these specific mods and their mobs, which are Pokemon, and then not just the way to fight them, but the way to find them and grief and like grind them and stuff like that. So it definitely works pretty well with this thing. So I'm pretty excited about that one. I want to play a little more, maybe get a little bit advanced, and get a nice team working on and stuff like that. So if you guys want, you guys have time, I would love to see some of you guys commenting on that series as well. If you hate it, just let me know, and I'll just kill them all and just erase the world and forget about it. Turn off my computer and burn it. And all right. So anyway, see you guys. Bye bye.